A wild Coronation Street fan theory has predicted that Becky Swain is not only alive, but is actually a character from a rival soap. Currently on the cobbles, Lisa Swain is starting to wonder whether there was more to her wife, Becky's death than she first thought. But could Becky's whole death have been fake? And do we know her from another soap already? Lisa's investigation into Becky's death in Coronation Street. Recently in Coronation Street, Lisa has been prompted to investigate more into Becky Swain's death. We know that Becky Swain died on duty, with the Radcliffe brothers being in the car that hit and killed her during a chase. But now, Lisa's beginning to wonder whether something else was going on behind the scenes. With Becky being investigated for corruption just before she died, Lisa's now going through her files to find out more while trying to keep information from Betsy. But as she continues to struggle to talk about Becky during her therapy sessions with Floyd, will Lisa get any closer to finding the answers she's been looking for? Some fans are now believing that Becky Swain is actually alive and never actually died, and one theory in particular believes that could have been leading a double life. Where? Away in Emmerdale Village. Fans of Emmerdale might know that Harriet Finch was no stranger to changing her identity, working undercover as a detective sergeant while in a relationship with Will Taylor, going under the name of Michelle. While she then lived in the village as Vicar Harriet, she sadly then died in 2022 after her quad bike was struck by lightning during a storm. But what if Harriet was living a double life once more and was actually Becky Swain? Rather wild, but certainly something in Harriet's character. While Harriet Finch's death would line up rather nicely with that of Becky's, we're pretty sure Harriet died for real. But then again, she never did get an on-screen funeral. The fan theory on X suggested. And in a twist, Becky is alive. And she's Harriet from Emmerdale, who faked her death and vicarageness in order to have sex with Kane and give him an alibi, and had a heart attack. But not really, maybe. This is not just soap. It's Coronation Street. Soap fans are no strangers to twists and turns, from amnesia and evil twins to long-lost children and dramatic resurrections. But one new fan theory has taken the drama to dizzying new heights, and it's sending Coronation Street and Emmerdale viewers alike into a frenzy. The theory? That Lisa Swain's late wife, Becky, is not only alive, but may actually be none other than Emmerdale's Harriet Finch in disguise. Yes, you read that right. Buckle up. This fan-crafted roller coaster of speculation is about to take you through the kind of wild ride only the world of British soaps can offer. In recent Coronation Street episodes, the usually composed and collected Lisa Swain, played by Vicky Myers, has been gradually unraveling, still tormented by the death of her wife Becky, a fellow police officer who was tragically killed in the line of duty. Lisa's attempts to move on have been anything but smooth. While she started a new romantic relationship with Carla Connor and even agreed to begin therapy under pressure from her boss, her grief remains unresolved. And in true soap fashion, that lingering pain might soon give way to a shocking discovery. According to the official backstory, Becky Swain died in a collision during a pursuit involving the Radcliffe brothers, an incident wrapped in both tragedy and controversy. However, whispers of misconduct before her death, namely, an investigation into Becky's potential corruption, have cast a dark shadow over her legacy. Now Lisa is quietly going through Becky's files, determined to uncover the full truth, not just for her own closure, but also to protect her daughter Betsy from painful revelations. But what if the truth is more unbelievable than she ever imagined? This is where Emmerdale's Harriet Finch enters the picture, and where the fan theory takes its most jaw-dropping turn. Played by Catherine Dow-Blyton, Harriet Finch was a complex character in her own right. Introduced in 2013, Harriet led a double life almost from the start. A former undercover police detective turned village vicar, she had experience in deception, covert operations, and leading double lives, all the ingredients for a successful identity switch. During her Emmerdale tenure, Harriet became embroiled in countless major storylines, romantic drama with Will Taylor, involvement in Dawn's criminal past, and even playing a role in the cover-up of Malone's death. Her conscience was constantly at war with her past, and she struggled to reconcile her faith with the many moral compromises she made. In 2022, Harriet supposedly met her end in a freak accident. Her quad bike was struck by lightning during a violent storm, killing her instantly. The death was sudden, shocking, and seemingly final. But fans have